Let's talk about how emotional immaturity comes from the inability to separate our perceptions from our observations. And I want to credit John Steinbeck because he wrote exactly about this in his epic novel East of Eden. So, the capacity to separate our perceptions from our observations is a learned skill that we can only develop through modeling and through relational experiences that we get in our primary environment. That doesn't mean that we cannot build a capacity later in life, but it does mean that that capacity kind of gets fully developed during those years. And if we are surrounded by people who do not have that capacity, meaning that they view the world through a binary lens, that means that we were put into that world with them, into that one dimensional perception that needed to be the status quo for our own growing capacity to see and develop our own perceptions of the world. And living our life solely through our perceptions means that we come into tensions in the external world by the perceptions of others. And usually we don't know how to deal with those tensions, so we internalize them and we transform them into symptoms. And a good way of distinguishing if we are in our own perceptions or if we are able to go into the mode of observation is the level of intensity of thoughts and feelings that we are experiencing. But if we are able to look at the situation or the other person from a role of the observer, meaning that we can acknowledge that they too have their own perceptions that might clash with our own, and that that's okay because a world and relationships are complex, then we can stay within our own integrity and also respect the integrity of the other. And that gives us the capacity to go into reciprocal relationships that are based on holding our perceptions, not taking them as the truth with the capital T, and allowing for observation to give us the possibility to truly connect on an equal level.